Hey, this is Coach Kev from Better Athletic Development with Caden Porter, Owen De Silva from St. Joe's Football. Given the coronavirus, everyone can choose to continue to get themselves better, or they can choose to not get themselves better and binge watch Netflix all day. Those of you that choose to get better and continue training during this downtime, it's really going to pay off later on. So we're going to start with some dynamic warm-up. We're going to run through some speed work, some core work, and some strength training today, and we thought we would take you guys along. All right, here we go for dynamic warm-up. Butt kickers. Just to the opening is good. High knees back. And African dance, working the outside and inside of the hips. Drum major. Good. Low skip. All right. Power skip, power skip. Drive the arm with the leg. Good. Facing me, let's shuffle. We stay low. It's not a race. We're working on stretching. Be careful of the wet ground so we don't slip. Side skip. We're shooting for high and far. And back. And then we got karaoke. Again, be careful of the wet ground if you're on wet ground. All right. So let's start with walking lunges. Walking lunges. We don't want to let that knee pass the front toe. We want to make sure the weight is on the front heel, not lifting the heel up. All right, going back, we're going to do Frankenstein walks. All right, we're going to do inchworm in a push-up position, crawling the feet to the hands, and then walking the hands out with a push-up. We're going to get 3 of those in, and then we'll go to Spider-Man with a rotation. Head follows your hand, so you're looking up at the sky. Good job, guys. Good job. Let's get about 4 on each side, so we're good and loose. Then we're going to set up for a couple on the ground. Okay, so now we'll do some lower body work. Flying eagles. I kick up, and then I kick over to the opposite hand, trying to swing that leg along the ground. We'll get about 4 or 5 on each side. And then we'll roll it over for scorpions. All right, so when I do the scorpions, I bend the knee, and then I'm trying to bring my foot into the opposite hand. Rotating the hips, stretching the quad and hip flexor out. A little bit of lower back. Really great at getting you good and loose and warm, especially through the hips and low back. Okay, now we do the corrective squat. So we stretch first. Then we squat down, sitting on our heels. Don't let the knees pass the toe. Arms up over the head. And then stand. We'll try to do these before plyometric days, deadlift days, squat days, any type of agility work. Go ahead, do a few. Stretch, squat, arms up, stand up. If I look at you from the side, we're trying to work on getting our spine parallel with our shins. And these are 2 big guys that do it really well. So before we get up speed work, we're going to work on priming the pump. So we're going to drive the knee to the chest. March in, we want to get about 15 to 20 each in. That's hip flexion, knee drive. We're also going to work on hip extension. Caden's giving me on a low wall. That's about 18 inches high to 20 inches high. Coordinating his arms. Excellent. Again, working hip extension and hip flexion. Okay, so now we're going to do a wall acceleration drill where we're working on body lean, working on driving the knee to the chest. The rule is knee up, toe up. The other leg is driving down and somewhat backwards. So I'll say one knee is up. We'll switch it 3 times on go. One knee up and go. 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 Good, time. All right, so following the wall acceleration drill, we're going to do a lean and let go. I'm going to have him lean at the same angle that we just leaned against the wall. I'm going to be the wall, and the wall is going to disappear. He's going to try to maintain that angle as he drives his knees and forces application into the ground, pushing himself forward. Okay? Good here? Go. Good. So we want to get about 5 to 8 of these each in, running a distance of about maybe 10 yards or 30 feet, okay? Ready to go? Go! Okay guys, so to build stride length, in other words, force application into the ground has to be greater. So we'll do hill sprints, we're also going to do resisted runs. I got a double band, a green and a red together. And Caden, if I say backpack, what we do is we throw it over our head, but keep it under your shoulder so it looks like a backpack. Now he's ready, he's got a shoulder harness. Owen's going to provide the resistance. Caden's going to fall and drive out into that sprint. And go. Very good. All right, we're going to do about 4 or 5 of these. Ready, go. And then whenever we do resisted runs, we always want to finish up with an unloaded version. So Caden's going to take the band off. And he's going to fall and run. Nice job. And go. Nice job, nice job. Ready, go. Nice job, nice job. Good resistance, Cade. All right, now we do it unloaded. Okay, so another way to build stride length is by hill sprints or running stadium stairs. So we're going to have Owen and Caden do some hill sprints. We want to concentrate on going about 40 yards, 30 to 40 yards. You want a decent incline. Ready, go. Set, go. All right, all right. All right, so following the speed work, the guys are taking a nap. No, just kidding. We're actually going to get some core work in. We're going to have the legs in the air, and we're going to begin with alternating toe touches. We want to hit each foot at least 10 times each. Very good. Exhale on the way up, keeping that core tight. All right, so following the alternating toe taps, we're going to do some scissors with the legs out straight, straight leg raise. You want to have your hands under your hips to support that lower back. Legs are up, 6 to 10 inches, and we're alternating them. There we go. The important thing is that we're pressing that lower back into the floor, not letting the lower back arch at all as we straighten and lift the leg. All right, guys, following scissors, we're going to do windshield wipers. Arms are out to the side with the palms down to hold your shoulders down. Legs are up in the air, like alternating toe touch. And we're going to drop them to the right and to the left. Now, if this is too hard, keeping your legs straight, you can actually bend the knees a little bit, and that'll actually help. Working obliques, working hips. This is one of the best exercises we could do, especially for baseball and softball as well as football. So if you have a med ball at home, you can do some partner med ball. We're going to V-sit, feet in the air, and we're just going to play a little catch, just chest pass back and forth to each other. 2 things. Don't throw it if your partner's not watching. And the second thing is you want to always expect a bad throw. From there, we'll go into taps. So we'll catch it and tap, tap, and throw. So following the tap, tap, we're We're going to go to a reach. I turn and reach to either side and throw back. Again, feet are in the air, keeping the core tight. All right, so following med ball work, we're going to do planks with a toe tap. So what we're working on is raising and lifting the leg out to the side a little bit. Following that, we'll go right into planks with a rotation. And we're going to rotate side to side, trying to get 10 to 20 on each side. And that concludes the core workout. So following core, we're going to get a little bit of upper body work in. We're going to do a pre-exhaust set for chest. We'll start with flies with the band. Go ahead. And granted, the bands aren't going to be as heavy as cable crossover machines, so we may have to do 15 or so many reps just to kind of fatigue. Owen's focusing on really squeezing that chest together, keeping his arms slightly bent but wide, almost like he's hugging one of those giant physio balls. Caden's acting as a good anchor for it. Following that, we'll drop, and we're going to do just some regular push-ups. Hands are wide, and then we're hitting the push-ups. So because we did the bands first for core, it's going to really make that much harder to do the push-ups. Good job, O. All right, so now Caden's going to be doing the flies, followed by the push-ups. And again, we're focusing on keeping the elbows slightly bent, keeping the elbows up, squeezing that chest. And we're shooting for, again, 15 to 20 reps, or at least until it starts to burn in the front of the shoulder there, where the pec and the shoulder meet. Then we're going to drop and do some push-ups. So some variations of this could be raising your feet, putting your feet up on the wall. Now it becomes more of an incline bench. Okay, we could pause. We could do some shoulder touches and things like that as well. All right, so Owen's doing his second set of flies. Following those flies, he's going to go down into a push-up position. He's going to get low and hold it for 5. So hold it for a 5 count. 2, 3, 4, 5. Do 5 push-ups as fast as he can. And then he'll repeat that again. Hold it for 5. And then they'll end up doing 5 more push-ups. Shit. So following Caden's second set of flies, he's then going to perform the incline push-up with his feet up once he gets a good burn. So he'll elevate his feet. Hands are underneath the shoulders. And now it's like we're performing an incline bench press. There you go. Adjust those hands. Good job, Cade. And again, we're shooting for 15 reps of each. Shooting for 3 sets. Nice job. Good work. So this 13-minute video really took about 45 minutes to an hour to shoot because the guys did all the reps and sets that they were supposed to do. So if you have an excuse because you didn't know what to do, now you have something to do. And if you follow it and follow us on Facebook and Instagram /BetteraThletes, you'll see additional videos which will help you get through the coronavirus pandemic. And hopefully we get open soon. And we'll see you in the gym, hopefully in a month or so.